everyone. Welcome back to my live videos, and I hope everybody is doing great. It's a fantastic day here in South Carolina, and today the topic of this video will be uh, what is the best diet? So, which one should we choose? And before giving you an answer for this, I actually would like to give you a chance to think for yourself. What is the best diet? And I can understand the frustration right now because if you go and ask Dr. Google, it will show you so many different articles and before and after pictures, transformational stories, and people will tell you that they've been on keto diet and it was very successful. Then some people say, "Oh, I'm actually doing intermittent fasting, and I lost a lot of weight." So let's uh, let's think right now all together. Let's imagine that we all have a friend, and hypothetically, let's say this friend's name is um, Kate, and Kate has been losing weight and she is on a diet and she loves ketogenic diet, not for any particular reason, but just because this diet has worked for her. She's losing weight, she's seeing the results, she's very happy with that. And let's say we ask her a question, so give me your meal plan for the day, what do you eat? And Kate gives us something like, I have eggs, let's say a full egg for morning. I have some bulletproof coffee with a lot of coconut oil. I also eat, for instance, some nuts, macadamia nuts in particular. They are very popular for ketogenic diet. Then she mentions a lot of avocado and stuff like that, like more fatty meats, for instance. And you're like, okay, so based on her results, we can assume that ketogenic diet is the greatest diet. And if we want to lose weight, we should follow this diet. And we start following the ketogenic diet and we suffer. And we can stick to it. We don't feel satiated, we feel weak. Let's say we're also working out, we feel very low in energy. And of course, it's anything new that you're starting in your life, you have to give it some time so you can adapt and your body can adjust to a different body fuel, because primarily on ketogenic diet you will be running off ketones and it takes some time. So you decided to wait. And for instance, 1 month after following ketogenic diet, you didn't see any improvement. Maybe you lost a pound or two, uh, and mostly it's probably because you stopped eating carbohydrates and you lost some body weight, water weight, and you are frustrated again. How come? It worked for Kate. She's losing weight. What's wrong with me? And then people go to the road of, oh, probably my hormonal system is imbalanced. Probably something is wrong with my thyroid. Probably maybe I'm not doing enough in my gym. And you decided to quit. You're like, well, it's not working. It's not working for me, whatever. Why even try? So now I'm going to give you some scientific evidence. And I'm following all research that is coming up. And I've read a lot of research on what is the best diet out there. And quite honestly, every paper shows that it's not the fact of any particular diet. It's not something magical about ketogenic diet or vegan diet or low carb diet or high carb diet. It's the main factor is adherence. And in order for us to lose weight, we have to have a energy deficit. So put it this way, you kind of got to eat less than you burn during the day. Very roughly speaking, it's how it works. It becomes a little more complicated, but for the sake of just keeping it simple for this video, I will say that um, if you consume, like if you're on a calorie deficit, and you're burning more energy, you will lose weight regardless of the diet. So, which leads me to tell you that there is no such thing as the best diet. The best diet for anyone would be the one that you can adhere to, the one that you can follow, the diet that makes you feel good, that doesn't disrupt your sleeping pattern, also which gives you enough energy to go about the day, also gives you enough energy to maintain your cognition, so that your brain operates well. You can do your tasks during the day or without feeling like a brain fog or something like that. So the best diet is the diet that you like, right? And I'm not saying right now, let's say, oh, so if I like junk food, if I like fried food, that will be the best diet for me. As a matter of fact, if you're eating in moderation, and even if you're consuming junk food, and right now I'm not talking about optimal health here, I'm talking just about weight loss. If you're consuming less calories that you're burning, even on the junk diet, quote unquote junk diet, you will lose weight regardless. There's been a study, a very interesting one. You can Google it. It's called Twinkie study. So the professor, I think he was nutritional professor. I don't really remember, and I'm not gonna lie. You can just Google it, and it will show you. So he was a little bit fluffy, and everybody was curious, like, how come you're teaching nutrition? Meanwhile you were like not really in a good shape. So and he loved Twinkies, like loved it. And he's like, okay, so I will prove you. So he conducted a study on himself, an experiment. He was eating basically the majority of his meals. They were like Twinkles. I think he was supplementing with omega-3, certain things. Of course, he was drinking water. So he lost the majority of his weight on this diet. And as you can see, it's not, by the way, his health factors were quite on point. And it's not because he was eating Twinkies, it's just because he lost weight. So the main factor for longevity and how we feel is if we are maintaining the normal body weight for us, not the normal body weight that somebody put in a table in over there, like in the internet, and you're like, oh, I'm 5.7 or 5.8, and this is how much my weight should be. That's not the case, because if quite muscular, for instance, you may be way more. I have a friend, he's a bodybuilder, he's barely carrying any fat. And by all definitions, and when he's like measuring his body weight, like all factors, all numbers are showing that he is obese, and which is totally not the case. So going back to the calorie deficit. So from this study, we actually found out that, so you can actually lose weight even if your diet is not optimized nutritionally. It's just a matter of, moderation and the matter of calorie deficit, like exclamation point. Okay. Now, moderations. What does it mean? It means that you actually can eat even some sort of a quote unquote, again, junk food, And if you're providing your body with, and it's, of course, it's not optimal, but again, we're all human beings, we all have our habits, and rebuilding and reverse engineering our habits sometimes is really, really, very, very difficult. So if you allow yourself to have a 1 or 2 meals per week, let's say, whether it's ice cream or maybe, I don't know, chicken wings, whatever it is people are eating, um, and but the rest of your dietary intake quite balanced and has enough macronutrients and has enough like fiber and minerals and vitamins, then most likely you will lose fat very successfully, and won't cause you a lot of drama and psychological distress, because food is also linked to our psychology. So basically, this is what I'm gonna give you next. So I don't want to like end this video with just hey, whatever you choose will work for you, because it's also frustrating, because like, okay, so but what is the main point in here? Like, how can I help myself to be on a diet and maybe not feeling that I'm craving chocolate, or I'm not craving that quote unquote unhealthy food? And I want to give you some practical advice here. So we have, certain hormones, of course, that are regulating our appetite, ghrelin, leptin, and we also have certain neurotransmitters and peptides. And one of those is CCK. CCK is basically, not being super scientific here, but CCK regulates your appetite and it suppresses its appetite. And certain food also affects the secretion of CCK, which is primarily amino acids and also omega-3. So when, for example, you hear that, oh, like you need to supplement with omega-3, most people don't know why, and many studies show that omega-3s actually may help you to lose weight, and it's not just magically, it will kind of burn all of a sudden more energy, but it will stimulate the production of CCK peptide, which suppresses appetite. So supplementing, and of course you should contact your doctor and ask about supplementation with any supplementation. But overall, omega-3 stimulates CCK production, which will help you to, if you're changing right now your eating behavior, will absolutely be a good tool for you to do so. Now, another amino acid which is helpful and also stimulates the production of CCK would be glutamine. So glutamine you can find in like a lot of food. You can just Google it and see where there is the highest amount of glutamine in which food. But I would say something like cottage cheese, meat as well. But also you can also just supplement with this. Glutamine is absolutely so far, I haven't seen studies that show all glutamine is toxic or glutamine can do certain bad things to your body and to your health in general. So just a regular glutamine powder, you can add it in your juice or any protein shakes, or even just I take it as it is, as a powder, and then just drink water, a little bit of water with that. Some people I know mix them with like coffee, but I just want to keep it simple, without actually adding any extra calories to that. So glutamine is also a very, very good tool for you if you're trying to change your behavior, which will suppress your appetite. And I think the main kind of thing that I want to emphasize here is have more whole foods. There are so many studies about junk food and how it affects those hormones, and this is where the hormone imbalances come. It's not in the hormones won't be to the point where you go mad, and you're like, oh my God, like, everything is mass right now. But we have different receptors, we have different neurotransmitters that also sending the signal to our brain saying, hey, we are full or we want more. And typically with junk food and food that contains a lot of sugar, we don't reach that level of, let's say, peptides production, whereas like it sends the signal to your brain saying it's enough of eating. We get enough of amino acids that we needed, and fatty acid as well. So just having whole foods, having greens, green leafy greens, having a good source of protein like chicken breast, eggs, will be very helpful. It will help your body to upregulate certain processes that maybe were out of balance with your previous eating pattern, but it certainly will help you to get better and to stick to your diet in a way. So this is it. As I said, I want to keep it very simple. I don't want to have like an hour or two of a live video. I want you guys to actually see and listen to it and go through it very quickly and take some advice for yourself. Also, I have a membership site, subscription site, BuiltByUs.com, where you also can subscribe. I have a free trial there. You can subscribe when I'm putting a lot of videos based on recent papers, studies, and researches. A lot. I have a full exercise library over there. I have cooking videos where I'm showing how fast you can cook for yourself, and not only just some sort of a bland food, but also very tasty food. I'm talking a lot about mindset, how you can change your behaviors. So definitely check that out. You have a free trial for a week, and then it's going to be $20 per month. I'm updating my videos on a weekly basis, at least I'm trying to. And all these live videos you also will find on my website, where it says Built by Us TV. So you can come back anytime and maybe listen to it again if you didn't understand anything. And as well, if you have any questions, you can just send me a message or email me at julia@builtbyus.com, and I would love to make a video for you specifically. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great and amazing and fabulous day, and have a good mindset around nutrition, and everything is possible, and you are not stuck. You just need a different approach. We don't have a problem, we just need a solution. Thank you very